On a stormy summer night in July 356 BCE, prophecy filled the marble corridors of Pella, the ancient capital. Olympias, princess of Epirus, now northwestern Greece and southern Albania, gave birth to a boy, the future Alexander. Plutarch wrote centuries later, "The temple of Artemis at Ephesus burned as Alexander came into the world." Ephesus is now in present-day Izmir province, Turkey. Olympias whispered, "Greatness walks beside you, Alexander." King Philip II, injured and seasoned from years of Macedonian warfare, looked on. "My son will not be constrained by Macedon. He is meant to stride beyond the horizon to lands unknown." Pella itself was a strategic crossroads near the Thermaic Gulf. Alexander's childhood played out among courtyards and olive groves. Leonidas, his stern tutor, enforced discipline. Discomfort forges kings. Morning runs braved the cold of northern Greek hills. At just 10 years old, 346 BCE, Alexander tamed Bucephalus, a wild Thessalian stallion in Pella. Philip, moved, declared, "Seek a kingdom worthy of you. Macedon is too small." From boyhood, Alexander questioned Persian diplomats sent by King Artaxerxes III from Persepolis, central Iran today. He asked after the wonders of Babylon, wrote a Persian chronicler, Babylon being near present-day Hilla, Iraq. "We knew then no wall could hold him forever." At age 13, Alexander arrived in Myeza. Under the shade of ancient plane trees, now an archaeological park, Aristotle taught philosophy, literature, and science. The classroom neighbored the vineyards and springs of present-day Western Emathia. Aristotle presented him with a personalized Iliad. Alexander told friends, "True glory isn't won in battle, but in the minds we inspire and the worlds we discover." He later sent samples collected in Asia back to Aristotle in Myeza. By 340 BCE, Alexander ruled while Philip campaigned in Thrace, modern southern Bulgaria and northwestern Turkey. Alexander put down rebellions and founded Alexandropolis. Archaeology places it near today's border between Greece and Bulgaria. The murder of Philip in 336 BCE took place at Agae, modern Vergina, central Macedonia, Greece, ancient burial site of Macedonian kings. Olympias proclaimed, "The gods demand he be king." Alexander claimed the throne, consolidating his power in Macedonia. In autumn 335 BCE, Thebes, today's city in Boeotia, central mainland Greece, rebelled. Alexander razed the city, sparing only the house of poet Pindar. In spring 334 BCE, Alexander convened the Greek Allied Council in Corinth, a coastal city in the northern Peloponnese, southern Greece. Babylonian tablets recorded, "A king rises who humbles walls, whose horses race like lightning on the plain." The waves of his actions reached major centers from present-day Athens to Carthage, Tunisia, and Tyre, Lebanon. With an army assembled on the shores of the Hellespont, now the Dardanelles Strait, Çanakkale, Turkey, Alexander offered sacrifices at Troy, now the city of Hisarlik, province of Çanakkale. He invoked Achilles, "May I find a friend and a destiny as great as yours." Army oaths reverberated across the water. Persian scouts reported from Abydos, modern Turkey. The Macedonians march, led by a king both feared and revered. Alexander's letters carried the spirit of exploration. "We go to carve new worlds, not with sword alone, but with brilliance, curiosity, and spirit." His anticipation surged from the plains of Anatolia into Asia's vastness. Ptolemy, future king and chronicler, described Alexander as a lover of competition who abhorred injustice. Persian historians called him the lion who devours kings. Olympias wrote, "My son's steps shape the fate of generations. Every morning repays the god's faith." Athenians debated his legacy. Is he hero or tyrant, founder or destroyer? Scholars from southern Italy to the Nile traveled north to witness his rise. In April, Alexander and his troops crossed from Europe into Asia, transforming legend into reality. His army declared, "There is nothing impossible to him who will try." The myth was born on salt winds and restless ambitions, a new era about to shape every map and memory, from the hills of Macedonia to Babylon's broad plazas and the silent columns of Egypt. In our next episode, we'll follow Alexander's unprecedented campaigns across Asia and Egypt, the clashes and alliances that reshaped the ancient world. We'll see how his victories changed not only borders, but also the culture and civilization of Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. How did Alexander's conquest echo through art, science, and daily life? From Alexandria's libraries to the kingdoms born on the edge of the world. Join us as the Age of Conquest gives birth to a new, interconnected world, the true legacy of Alexander the Great.